Hello there, everyone. Today, we are going to do a versus. We're going to be doing Kanan versus Quinlan Vos. I'm not going to go over the history of Quinlan Vos because I already did a video on that. I'll put the link in the description. So, we're going to go over Kanan's history. Kanan was taken to the Jedi Temple when he was just a young boy. He didn't know his parents, but he was trained. And one day, when he got injured in a training match, and Master Yoda told him to go to the medical bay, and so he then saw the Jedi that would change his life forever, Depa Billata. The two would meet by when the Jedi Temple was threatened to get bombed, and Kanan tried to stop the bomber, but then he almost got injured, and Depa Billata was impressed by the boy, and so the two became master and Padawan. They would go on journeys. They would go on this mission where they would meet Mandalorians, and one of them died, and then they would get a clone squadron, and one of the clones' names was Commander Gray, and so one day Kanan's life would change forever when they were on a mission on a battlefield, and after the battle was over, that was when Anakin turned to the dark side and Palpatine executed Order 66, and so that's what the clones did. They were trying to kill Kanan and Depa Billata after Depa Billata gave Kanan his a holocron, but Kanan was able to get away while Depa Billata was shot and killed. Kanan then went into hiding and met a smuggler, and they went on little adventures together until Kanan decided to change his name to Kanan Jarrus and give up his Jedi ways by breaking his lightsaber, hiding his holocron, and changing his hair. And so then he would become a drunker and a smuggler, but he would have to change jobs to keep a low profile. And so then he would meet Hera, and he would form the Ghost Crew. And then later, Kanan would find a Jedi Padawan named Ezra Bridger, who was a thief at first, but then he was able to convince him to become a Jedi. Kanan would run into this Darth Vader's apprentice, Inquisitor, the Grand Inquisitor. The two would run into each other a lot until Kanan helped Ezra find a lightsaber crystal at a Jedi temple, and Kanan would help the rebels a few times in a few little missions. Other than that, Kanan was able to defeat the Inquisitor until the Inquisitor killed himself. Kanan and Ezra would run into Darth Vader, and the two would obviously fail. And so him and Hera and the rest of the crew were on a desperate move to get away from the Empire and form a team they did have. And yeah, Kanan would fight, I think, the past Inquisitor, but it's revealed he was a temple guard. And he also met Ahsoka. Kanan would also run into two more Inquisitors until Master Yoda told Ezra to go to the planet Malachor. But when the rebels finally found a base, Kanan promised Hera that they would see each other again. He promised that. And so then the two would go their separate ways, and then Ahsoka, Ezra, and Kanan and Chopper would go to the planet Malachor. And they would also, and before that, they also found Captain Rex, and Kanan and Rex had their ups and downs, but they eventually became friends. And so Kanan would travel Malachor, and then they would run into Darth Maul and the Inquisitors. Darth Maul would blind Kanan, and Kanan was able to defeat one of the Inquisitors while Maul killed the rest. And Kanan was able to defeat Maul, and so he was able to help Ezra escape the temple while Ahsoka held it off against Darth Vader. And so then in season 3, he would forgive. He wouldn't be mad at Ezra because he got blinded. He distanced himself from everyone, and so until Ezra was in danger because of his mistakes from using the Sith holocron that he stole. And so Kanan would then later, most important event for him, his life, he would train Sabine Wren into lightsaber training when she found the dark saber when they encountered Maul. And so then Kanan, one day on the planet they were on, Abeloth, was invaded by Grand Admiral Thrawn. The rebels had to escape along with Kanan. Not going to go over the battle, that's way too long. And so in season 4, this would be a major turn for Kanan. Kanan would start to realize he has feelings for Hera. He would just feel just close with Ezra and the others. And so they would hide and find these wolf wolves. And the wolf wolf told him when he was going to rescue Hera after her failed attack on Lothal with her rebel squad team. And so Kanan would go with Sabine and Ezra to go rescue Hera until a wolf gave him a message and Kanan understood. And so Kanan went to the station on Lothal to rescue Hera, and he did. But they got a final moment together to kiss until Governor Price, the admiral, went with her AT-ATs and shot the field station that Kanan and Hera were on to get away from the troopers that were chasing them. And then Kanan made one last attempt to sacrifice his entire life to save them, and he did. And Kanan died, saving his friends and Hera, and his blindness was cured. And Ezra tried to rescue him in the world between worlds later in the season, a little mysterious world we still don't know much about. Ezra tried to save Kanan, but he realized it was a trap by the Emperor. And yeah, Kanan and Ezra would feel the Force vision of Kanan, or Force Ghost, whatever you want. And so yeah, that's Kanan's history, and he would also appear as a Force Ghost to Rey to tell her to make a final stand against Palpatine and way older Emperor Palpatine. Kanan is one of my favorite Jedis and Star Wars characters. So now we're gonna go over who I think would win in a fight. I think Quinlan Vos is a more aggressive fighter by his forms of lightsaber combat. And Quinlan Vos has turned to the dark side, which makes him an aggressive fighter. But he was able to redeem himself. And Kanan seems to struggle with redeeming himself because he struggles with some things. And Quinlan Vos just seems to know more. He's like an actual Jedi master. And Kanan's Jedi training was not complete. And Kanan was easily defeated by Inquisitors and Vader himself. And Quinlan Vos was able to defeat Count Dooku, a major Sith Lord. So I think Kanan Jarrus is the winner of this fight. Thanks for watching, everyone. Long video, but so may the Force be with you always.